This is Julia. Today's topic is time-constrained projects. Now, you should know there are two types of projects. The first one is time-constrained, and the second one is resource-constrained. For the time-constrained projects, it must be completed by an imposed date. So the project finishing time cannot be changed. Usually time-constrained projects requires use of leveling techniques that focus on balancing and smoothing resource demands. So for time-constrained project, slack is very important. You will use positive slack which means delay non-critical activities to manage resources utilization over the duration of the project. And we call this leveling within the slack. Leveling within the slack. All right, so if you look at our textbook example, and you can also find this slide in our chapter PowerPoint slide. I want to enlarge it so you can read it well, and let me change it to my drawing pen. All right, so now we will use a botanical garden project as an example. This is a time-constrained project. Okay, so at this moment, you should be able to read the Gantt chart pretty well. So the first part on the top, this is a Gantt chart. And it tells us this project has several activities here, and you should be able to tell how many days, we assume that the time unit is days, how many days does this project take? This project will take 24 days. 24 days here. All right, and you should be able to read the Gantt chart and identify the critical paths. So take a look at this Gantt chart. Can you tell what is the critical path? So let me give you a tip. If you look at irrigation starts on day 4 and ends on day 10. And there is a black arrow leading to day 16, which means the irrigation will have the duration 6 days, and will also have 6 days slack time from day 10 to day 16. The black arrow means a slack, a positive slack. So the critical path in this botanical garden project should be designed to lay out and scarify, and to walkways, to lighting, and then to painting. So this is the critical path. All right. Okay, so next, there's some number. If you look at the shaded box, it means when the activity will start, when activity will end, and there's a number in the box. For example, 2BH means 2 backhoe. The botanical garden assumes there's only one resource needed, which is backhoe, and I have a picture for you here to give you an idea what it is. It is kind of equipment. Okay, so layout and scarify will need 2 backhoe, and then walkways will need 1 backhoe, and then you can tell what the resources are needed for each activity. Okay, so now with this, using this Gantt chart, we will create a resource profile. And if you look at the middle, we have this resource profile. And on the vertical axis, we have the number of backhoes required. Okay, so design will last 1 day, from day 1 from day 0 to 1, and it doesn't take any resources. So starting from day 1 to day 4, 2 backhoe will be needed. So we make the 2 backhoes shaded like this. All right, so this is the 2 backhoe from day 1 to day 4. And starting from day 4, 3 activities will be started at the same time. Okay, so we, 1 backhoe for walkways, 1 backhoe for lighting, and then 1 backhoe for painting. So this is the 2 backhoe from day 1 to day 4. And starting from day 4, 3 activities will be started at the same time. Okay, so we have 1 backhoe for walkways, 1 backhoe for lighting, and then 1 backhoe for painting. So this is the 2 backhoe from day 1 to day 4. we have one backhoe for irrigation, and we have two backhoes for fence and walls. Okay, so we have this one, fence and walls here. All right, so using, according to the Gantt chart, you can load the resources to the time scale until day 424. That's the end of the project. So if you observe this resource profile, you can tell our resource demand is not even. We have peak time, like this, we have valleys, and we have going back again, going back to another small peak time. Okay, so remember, we do not want resource fluctuation like this. I mean, you cannot, backhoe is a big, heavy equipment. You cannot move two backhoes here and then it takes a lot of, take some big truck to get the backhoe away and then bring it back. So resource fluctuation is not good for us. What we want is to have a smooth resource demand. Okay, so what we want to do is we have to use the positive slack like this one and like this one to smooth out the resource demand. All right, so now think about it. We have two positive slacks. Okay, we have irrigation and we have fence and walls. Okay, so irrigation needs one backhoe, fence and walls needs two backhoe. So which one should we delay? Should we delay and smooth out the resource demand? Okay, if we delay irrigation, okay, if we move irrigation to this area, start on day 10, finish on day 16, so our resource profile will become 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay, so we have 2, 3, 2, 3. It's not very smooth. If we move fence and walls to, if we delay fence and walls to start on day 10, okay, and we will have better results. So if you look at the bottom chart, we have we moved fence and walls to start on day 10. So on day 4, we will have one backhoe for walkways, okay, and one backhoe for irrigation. Okay, so two backhoes needed. So we have two backhoe, and start on day 10, we have one backhoe for lightning. We have two backhoes for fence and walls. F and W, fence and walls. It will last for 6 days. I'm sorry, so it should be stopped here. And then start from day 16, we have planting here. It needs 3 backhoes. All right, so now if we delay the start of fence and walls by using the positive slack, and we will have a better resource demand. We have 2, 2 in the first 10 days, and then we have 3, 3 until day 24. Okay, so this is a good result. Okay, so if you consider what we did, we have a time-constrained project which must be done by 24, and we had resource fluctuation, and we delay one activity by using the positive slack and smooth the resource demand. Come back to the chapter PowerPoint. You can tell the advantage of resource demand leveling technique. Okay, so the peak resource demand are reduced. Remember, we do not have peaks now, and the resources over the life of the project are reduced, and fluctuation in resource demand is minimized. The disadvantage is we lost some flexibility because you use the slack time, and now so the project is more constrained, and you increase some the critical the criticality of all activities. If you look back, in the past we used to have this one as the critical path. If you move fence and wall to this area, fence and walls will become critical activity too. Thank you.